today we're going to be reshelling this Pokemon Pearl DS game with this Guitar Rock Tour. This was some shovelware that was available at the store I worked at around Christmas time many years ago. It's a terrible game, so I have no problem sacrificing it for the shell. I know they make reproduction shells, but none of them look quite right to me, and that bothers me quite a bit. But you can see there's a bit of sort of, since I opened it, it's more pronounced. But on one side here, there's a little bit more of a gap. It was the same way on this cartridge before I ripped it open. There's one here too, but it's just a tiny bit more pronounced here. So I ran the blade, I started at this, there's a little gap here, and I started there and I ran it down back and forth until I was able to pry it off. And these are glued together. So I'm gonna try, let's see if we can get it here. I'm not terribly worried about it being perfect, I just need it to be presentable. Actually, I'm going to start down here. I'm going to brace it against the desktop here. I'm using the work box cutter because the blade is dulled over time, and if I slip, I don't want to worry about getting myself hurt or even damaging the plastic more than I need to. I've only got one other game I'd be willing to sacrifice. I think it's is it Ninja Gaiden? A really bad Ninja Gaiden game. Okay, see, it's getting a little worn here. It's a little bit of a gap, and there we go. That's all we needed. We just need to get a little bit of a wear. Break it apart here where it's glued. I don't want to be too forceful. The other one, once I got the one side, it came apart pretty easily. I also didn't have to worry about the chip as much in the other one. Okay, and there we have it. So now that that's done, everything should just fit together. I'm going to assume the screw holes and everything are still in the same place. The gold contacts have to show through the back. Let's see here. There we go. Didn't snap into place properly. It looks pretty decent. You could definitely see I damaged it a little bit. I could have been a little more careful there. But that's a lot better, I think, overall, than having this case with teeth marks on it. So to get this off, we can use some rubbing alcohol or Goo Gone. I'm not going to bother showing it. Actually, you know what? I'm getting it pretty good right here. It didn't start out so good, but you can see that. There we go. Oop, I lost a little bit there. And there we go. I'm gonna put that on the old game. Hey, there we go. Got this from eBay. It's somebody does reproduction stickers. They're from Canada. All right. And I actually got all of the games from this generation, Pearl, Diamond, and Platinum. I got stickers for each one. I showed one in my unboxing video. I had forgotten to check the mailbox for these. But this should be... Yeah, there we go. We've got Pokemon Pearl. And, oh, he flipped the other one the same direction. I was kind of hoping. And then Diamond. Let's compare these two. Yeah, you could definitely see the differences here. I mean, this one is quite beautiful, and if I had put this on a cartridge, yeah, I think on first glance you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. But you could definitely see this sticker's a bit darker, the yellow's darker, even accounting for the fading. But it's pretty decent. So we're going to put this sticker on here, and we're going to have ourselves a pretty official looking Pokemon Pearl. Alright, we're going to try some Goo Gone. I did try some rubbing alcohol, but I only have the 50% and it's just not working that well. So I'm just going to apply a little bit. This is some Goo Gone spray gel. I got this for a very specific purpose, but of course it works great for cleaning up sticky sticker goo. It just needs a little bit. That's probably actually quite a bit too much. Plus you want to make sure you clean this off completely before you put the sticker on, because it will not adhere permanently. There we go. I'm going to give this a little rinse under the sink. I'm going to hit it with some soap and water to get it completely, get all the Goo Gone completely removed. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So I'm just going to dust it. Make sure if you do run this under the sink with some soap and water, make sure, please, that it is 100% dry before you put it back together, because even a little bit of moisture under this case can mean a lot of damage in the long run. Actually, even a lint-free cloth, if you've got one for drying, that would be excellent, but paper towel is fine. Alright, yeah, there we go. Looking pretty good. I did consider trying to get rid of the serial number, so at least that would be a little closer to this one. You can see, there we go. This one has the proper serial number. If you want to see what the back of a legitimate Pokemon game looks like, there you go. You can see the font and the spacing. There's a bit of a space between the patent pending or pat penned. There's a bit of a space, and this number on the front should start with the APAE lettering. But yeah, I'm not too worried about this number. I'm not going to be reselling this. This is for my own collection. And if I ever do resell it, I'll probably include the original case, and then people will understand why. Alright, so we're just going to make sure this is in properly. Try not to touch the contacts. And then we're just going to hit it up with a little bit of glue. I don't want to put a lot of glue on here, because just in case I need to reopen it. Just going to run it along the edge there, just a little bit. There's only a tiny bit in here, but like I said, I want to make sure it doesn't come apart inside the DS, but I also don't want even a tiny bit to come out of the case here. Like I said, even a little bit of moisture can mean a lot of damage in the long run. Okay. Put that together. We're going to hold it together for a few seconds. I'm just going to give it a little bit of time. It's a pretty darn good job, if I do say so myself. And there we go. We have a brand new looking Pokemon Pearl. I think I actually did a better job than Nintendo did on this one. Alright. Beautiful. Just to make extra sure, let's put it back in the DS. Still don't remember how to put in DS games. There we go. Everything's in working order. Okie dokie. Thanks for checking out my video.